Okay. Weapon I want to talk about, that the Lord wants me to talk about, is the bread of adversity or the bread of affliction. When to use the bread of affliction, think about when you would break bread. You would break bread at home with family, with loved ones. So when you're dealing with evil families, um, remember a family doesn't have to just be blood. A family could be people you live with, a group you belong to, a community. Um, a family could be a coven, right? Um, this is the bread of adversity or the bread of affliction, right? When you're dealing with a crowd, an evil crowd, a large crowd, strangers in dark places, if you understand what I mean. Um, to scatter wicked gang ups, right? This is an enemy you want to do when you want to starve your enemy to death because they're trying to keep you famished, right? When they're messing with your money, trying to keep you in poverty, or get you to have to drink the cup of wrath, cup of iniquities, when they're filling up the cup of iniquity and it's full, almost full, you can tell it's almost full. Also make them drink it. Yeah. One of the violent weapons you can use against stubborn enemies is the weapon of the bread of adversity. And you can invoke the bread of adversity upon enemies in order to keep them occupied with problems and consequently divert their attention. When you command the enemy to eat the bread of adversity, the enemy will become preoccupied with sorrow and would have no time to trouble you henceforth. Psalms 127:2 says, "It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, and to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep." When they want you to lose sleep, right? Some enemies will not give up until you pray the bread of adversity be given to them. You can also compound their situation by adding the water of affliction to their diet, right? If your enemies are hungry, give them something to eat. If they're thirsty, give them something to drink, right? Bless them. Isaiah 30:20 says, "And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers." It is the right weapon to use when you are surrounded by powers that are hungry for blood. Use this weapon if you discover that you are surrounded by people who eat from you and are trying to destroy you. It is a weapon you can use when there is a terrible gang up or deadly rebellion against your star. It is to be used when there are powers broadcasting your name for evil. This is a weapon to use when you want to confront powers that are militating against your own staff of bread, right? And we know that bread is another word for money. We want to thank the Father for answering our prayers because it is already finished. It's a finished work. My Father, feed my stubborn enemies with the bread of adversity in the name of King Jesus. My Father, let my enemies consume the bread of adversity in the name of King Jesus. Every rage of adversity against me, I'll feed you with the bread of affliction and the bread of adversity in the name of King Jesus. Every opportunity waster, I'll feed you with the bread of adversity in the name of Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, the Son of David. Let the power of the true living God force feed my enemies with the bread of adversity in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, the Son of David. Let every terrible gang up, crowd, and rebellion against my star receive the bread of adversity in the name of King Jesus. And every confrontation against my staff of bread receive the bread of adversity in the name of Jesus.